Guys, today I went to ask for a job in Google. I was so nervous. They asked me a lot of things about my family, my social life, my economic status, even random things like my favorite food, beverage, and touristic paradise. Everything was doing great until the company asked me how socially responsible I think I am, but I'm not quite sure what is social responsibility. Do you guys have an idea?
Really? It's the first time I heard about a company asking about it. I have heard something about social responsibility, but I'm not really sure. I know that social responsibility is like being responsible for the environment or something like that. Do you know something else about it, Miriam?
Well, as long as I know, social responsibility is built on a system of ethics. Here, every single decision and then our actions must be ethically validated before carrying them out. As we know, moral values are inherent to the society, and it creates also a certain awareness that, followed by our reasoning capabilities, help us to differentiate the good and bad habits that will benefit or draw back the commonwealth. So we have to show a critical attitude and think how our actions may help everyone, so we as a society can improve altogether and make the most out of everyone.
There are many types of social responsibilities. Some of them are environmental social responsibilities. This is the most common type of corporate responsibility. In this, they want to reduce their emissions or be more green. Ethical social responsibilities. This kind of social responsibility is when the organization is interested in the treatment of their employees or the way they obtain their products, basically to make a better society. Economic responsibility is a fair market. Also exists government social responsibility is that the laws, regulation norms in the country that contributes to the well-being of citizens, and university social responsibility that is a, how to make better citizens.
Oh, now I understand. So, social responsibility is when we control things that are in our hands that help the world to be a better place. I think it's important in our lives because it helps each one of us to take decisions that will benefit the community and society as a whole. And I think that nowadays we are in a situation where we think nothing is at fault. A world with a pandemic, the UN saying that we only have till 2030 to save the world, and crimes reaching the skies every day. Things that are in our hands, like everything that I'd say. What are you guys doing to improve the your social responsibility?
Well, personally, I try to take care of the environment, but I think I'm not doing it very well. I need to read more about this topic, but I'm really interested in this stuff, and I would like to help my community by changing some daily habits I have. Also, I consider that taking care of the mental health of my coworkers could help a little bit the company to be a social responsibility company.
Yeah, I think that sometimes it could be difficult when we are raising awareness about social subjects because we try to do several things at a time, right? We are really concerned about all the problems and we tend to wish we could take part in every single one. But the reality it's completely different. It is clear that we cannot focus on everything, so we rather find out what we can really contribute to society. So if we stay in that way, it may be easier to figure out how can we be involved in social topics.
I always try to perform small actions with intention of helping society, such as being respectful to people, do not waste the water, or looking for a product with a recyclable or reusable package. Sometimes we want to carry out great actions that will change the world immediately, and that is not always possible. But with these small actions, you will help a lot. You can also look for small actions that help your community to see more immediate results. like helping your neighbors? I think so.
I think that I'm still working every day in that aspect, in taking care of the environment by recycling every plastic product. And I even started my vegan journey with the help of a nutritionist. I also think that the most strong thing in my social responsibility is the fact that I'm studying medicine. I'm aware of the biggest responsibility of that is. And my biggest dream is to finally prevent and inform chronic diseases like diabetes, hypertension, even cancer. I'm also working in my feminism every day, being aware of my privilege and helping the girls around me to develop their self love and to stop comparing with other women. I rather join with them to end problems like feminicides.
Yes, I completely agree with you. As a future professionalist, we need to consider the social responsibility in our daily work. The world every day depends more and more on our actions, and we need to take care of it. Also, if we are a social responsibility person, we could help our communities in a very impressive way. It's in our hands to teach the future generations the impact that these consequences can have, and it's necessary to raise awareness about this topic.
Well, without doubt, nowadays we can see that the leading is coming under increasing focus on social awareness and how we can contribute to settle better conditions for the next generations. As we as young people, of course, are constantly being used to hear this kind of matters since we were kids. So I think it is like an innate lifestyle for us to raise awareness and not only be concerned but rather occupied about our society habits, how they repercute in our lives, and how can we set up plans in order to make other people also be aware of that situation and all together can contribute in some way.
I completely agree with you. It shows how professional training greatly influences the actions that we are going to take. And as they say, our profession should help our society to be more responsible and become an example for the next generations. I know that it may not always be easy, but the mission is to influence more people to be social responsible and to see this world as a better place.